Ma.
Michael, there's mail for you.
College. Anything else?
Nope. Michael, sit down. I want to talk to you.
No, I really don't have time.
Mrs. Woodard came to see me today. Now do you have time?
Kim's mother came here?
We had a long talk.
I can't believe her. She's crazy. You know, Kim hears about this. She's gonna go walk out in front of a car or something. Every time that woman starts to...
Michael, relax, all right. The first thing is, Kim is not going to hear about this. I promised Mrs. Woodard, and you've got to promise me. Michael, everything I say to you has got to be confidential.
I can't.
What she told me could change your whole life. You have to hear it.
Okay, confidential.
Your word.
Yeah. What do you mean, change my life?
Michael, she trusts you. She likes you. Well, of course. She'd like to feel that way about her own daughter, but she can't. She tells me that in your affair with Kim, you're being used. She's in love with a doctor, and Michael Pavel is the bait.
His name is Bolak. She's told me all about it a long time ago. He promised to marry her, he had his fun, and then dropped her. She got hurt, and she's trying to forget it, and that's it. And she happens to care about me a lot.
But Mrs. Woodard says that she loves and wants the older man.
Ah, to hell with Mrs. Woodard.
Michael, you don't leave. You sit down and listen.
She ought to keep her mouth shut, you know? She's just begging Kim to go looking for trouble.
Like the trouble you had in the bar the other night? You didn't tell me Kim was there.
Some things I don't say, some things you don't say. It's better.
Is it true Kim started that trouble? Is it true Kim chose that hospital for you, the Riverside? That's where her doctor works.
Well, I guess that depends on who's telling the story.
Well, the way Mrs. Woodard tells it, you better break up with Kim. And she's offered to make it possible for you. Michael, she'll give you your education. 4 years of college, tuition and allowance, everything. You could have it tomorrow. All you have to do is promise not to see Kim again.
Yeah. It's open. Hi.
Hi. I didn't mean to bother you, but I didn't hear the typewriter.
No, it's been pretty quiet today.
So what'll it be? Alone or with others?
Siobhan, you're welcome to join me for better or worse. Come on in.
Were you outside?
Only in my mind. How about you?
Oh, you mean you were thinking of it, but you never quite made it out there, or you were picturing it in your
I
mind?
don't know what I was thinking. Last night you said that you were going to go on a hike. Where did you go?
Yeah?
Far?
5 miles or so, one way.
10 miles?
Oh, well, I had good shoes. O'Brien's in my room soaking his feet.
Poor guy. He'll never stand guard again.
I don't think I've been this relaxed since we got here. Really helps, working out with the body.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Exercise to empty the mind. I'll probably have to run a marathon.
Nerves?
Memories. How is the countryside? You see any farmers? Did anybody notice that you were in protective custody? Oh, I bet O'Brien, he didn't wear a uniform, right?
Jack, it's all right. I'm not going to ask what you were thinking about or what you remember. I'm not expecting you to tell me those kinds of things.
I know.
Do you?
Hey, why don't you and I and the guards and the detectives go on a picnic tomorrow? We'll take a softball, frisbee.
Well, I was hoping to save this, but I can't. You're my best friend. I love you. I trust you. Now that Joey's gone, I probably feel closer to you than about anybody else that I know. Until recently, you have made this distance between us, which you really don't have to. I won't intrude. I talked about you and me and Mary, and that was a dumb mistake. I'm sorry. Jack, I just don't know any other way around this. Will you please help me find you again?
Okay. I'll try.
I brush the windows as we cross the sky.
East side, west side, all around the town. The tots sang Ring Around Rosie. London Bridge is falling down. Imagine the rooftops of the city spread out before you. The sky is electric blue and pink and gold. There is not a cloud. The sun is setting, and it all belongs to you. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Oh, God, I am so happy. I don't know where to begin.
Amber, electric blue, and Delia.
I kissed her.
Hey.
Not for the first time, but this time, she kissed me back.
And that is a first.
Ken, I cannot tell you.
I am glad for you. But what about Lily?
Great. Weird. Great.
If he can't be near the girl he loves...
No, I'm not fickle. I really do love Delia. But you know me, when I'm in love, it's like a tightrope. I need security.
A safety net.
Well, if you told Lily that, she would probably get into it.
What?
She would do a safety net. Don't go away quite yet.
There is more?
Yeah, I made an arrangement today, which is subject to your approval. If it doesn't work for you, I'll call it off. I found an apartment in Riverside near Ryan's.
Tell me about it.
Well, the location's like a penthouse. From the roof, you can see the city. From the windows, you mostly see Riverside Hospital.
Excellent. Sounds like a good move.
Ken, you know I will always be there for you. Any day, any time.
Likewise. Hey, look, I think it's terrific, terrific. Delia and Lily and Jillian, this place is getting too crowded anyway. You know, it's good thinking, Bear.
Ah, it's all furnished. I suppose I can move in tomorrow.
Tomorrow's cool.
We got nothing on except that TV spot. That thing for the National Kidney Foundation. It shouldn't take very long. It's only about a minute of airtime.
Yeah, right.
You want me to put it off?
No. That's okay.
Are you recovered from Denver yet?
I will never recover from Denver.
I don't mean Jillian. Have you slept today? No.
I slept. It's just that I've got this song running around in my... Hey, wait a minute. This foundation taping thing, did I sign something? I mean, how does it work legally?
Come on. We usually consider it a charitable contribution.
Don't you think that I ought to, have my lawyer along?
Oh, well, if I were you, Ken, I wouldn't set foot in that studio without her. Always have your attorney at your side. That's my motto.
Mine, too.
I'm gonna go get changed and wander over to the Crystal Palace.
Yeah, that's good. Listen, I almost got this thing down, I think.
Don't forget to eat.
Yeah. Clouds below and as the music flow, Jillian. Jillian. Just let it go now, Jillian. My Jillian.
She's trying to buy me off.
That's not the only way to look at it,
Well,
Michael.
forget it. I'm not for sale. What does she think I am?
You're a good boy, Michael, and you want a good life. But wanting isn't enough. You need money. Tizo's dead. I don't even get handouts anymore. You work all night. And what do you save, huh? I looked at that college book. I know what it costs.
I'll go when I'm ready, and I'll pay for it myself. You should have told her that.
Why? She's rich. She wouldn't even miss it. We have to line up the good things next to the bad about this. I know there are bad things about it. You like this girl very much.
I don't like her very much. I love her.
You love her. I think we mean the same thing.
No, we don't. You mean an affair. This is more. Kim is different.
Amy was different, too. Do you remember
This
that?
isn't like Amy. This has nothing to do with Amy. Kim is important to me, and I'm important to her. Listen, you ought to listen to the way I tell it, because Mrs. Woodard knows nothing about the way Kim feels.
You better explain that to me, Michael. Explain what you're saying to me.
Okay. What I'm saying is that Mrs. Woodard never even lived with Kim until last year. She had seen her 10, maybe 20 times in her life. The grandmother brought her up in Kansas. She used to tell people that she didn't even have a kid. She sent money to shut her up and to leave her alone. See, that's how she operates. But she's not going to do that with me. She didn't mention any of that, did she?
No. Michael, I'm not sure that matters. That isn't what I wanted to ask you.
She just met her own kid, and she's trying to think for her and run her life. And you say it doesn't matter. What'd she do to you? She didn't give you...
Give me what?
Nothing. Nothing.
Michael, nobody gives me money to come into my home. I have questions. I have advice for my son, but that's out of love, nothing else. Do you understand that? I'm not a stupid person. Maybe I don't even trust or like this woman much. But I know what makes sense to me. And what makes sense to me is you and Kim, you aren't going to marry, are you?
No. She's an actress. I got school. We don't want to get married.
All right. You want to live like this 10 years from now?
Probably not. I don't know.
All right. Now, about this doctor. Don't say yes or no. Think. Could she be using you to make him jealous?
No, I'm...
Michael, think.
Maybe, maybe not. She says no.
All right. How much have you saved for college?
$700.
So you tell me, what do you give up? And what do you get? And who comes first? Michael?
If she's using me, I'm gonna find out.
Trouble is, Siobhan, if I start, I have to say it all.
Yes?
You ready for that?
Well, it can't be any worse than it is now. We're down to hello and goodbye, please and thank you, and pass the salt.
That bad, huh?
Well, has there been one spontaneous word between us in the past 2 days?
I know I haven't said any.
I've been taking my cues from you, but I can't go on. It's just too lonesome.
I'm sorry.
Just let me know that it won't go on forever.
I'm your friend. That's forever. I want you to be happy. I'd like to hold your hand while you're getting there. You've stuck by me through a lot of things. Siobhan,
Jack, I'm not asking you to take care of me if that's what you're thinking.
no, not really, not at all.
Well, you don't have to do anything. I just need to know that I can come to you and tell you what's in my mind without making that thing happen. That thing where you draw back and close down and disappear.
I do that to avoid the alternative.
What alternative?
You don't know.
Am I supposed to guess?
I can lay it out for you. A few minutes ago, you said that you love me. Well, I love you too. You're sad. Me too. You're alone? Same here. You want me to be close to you. Sometimes I can't think of anything else. But other times, like now, fortunately, I know better. We have so many ties. There's so many levels of understanding between us. We could be lovers in a single move. If I kissed you, I could take you into my bed and into my life in a minute.
No. I don't want that.
Yes, you do. And so do I. But it's a bad choice.
Will you just stop? Wait a minute. I didn't come in here to talk about this. I want to talk about friendship. Now, can we have one or not?
Part of our friendship is emotional intimacy. Can we have that or not?
I guess not. I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, don't run. I'm only half through and I'm sorting it out as I go along.
No, never mind, really. You seem to think that I'm proposing or something.
It's Mary, too. Can I tell you about Mary? She's very close to me now. Maybe because all the questions have been answered. I know how and why she died. There's nothing left to do but miss her. Remember? Not that it was all so great, but I miss her.
Yeah.
And I can't put you in her place.
I would hate that.
I know. So all I want is to go home to Ryan and try to go in the direction that Mary and I decided. Just keep it simple.
I understand. Thank you.
I'm not rejecting you.
Oh, right. I guess this conversation's just a little bit more than I bargained for. I'll see you.
Are you okay?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Night.
Siobhan!
Catch Days of Our Lives, tonight at 11. Days at Night, only on SoapNet.